Welcome back to another edition of Toys I Did Not Own as a Kid. Alright, gang, so today I did a little bit of a toy hunt, impromptu toy hunt. I went to Romeo, Oscar, Sierra, Sierra looking for something else, and I ended up finding, of course, a couple of figures. I couldn't say no, so we're going to start with this guy. So this is King Hiss, is a Turtles of Grayskull King Hiss, so what I call MOTURTLES. Basically a mashup between Masters of the Universe and Nickelodeon's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. As we can see, it's a pretty big guy, and it says comparable price at $26. Yes, I believe it. These were definitely $25 and up. And let's look at some artwork. Looks pretty awesome. I like the mixture of the Masters of the Universe and then the cartoony Turtles look. So here we go. Let's open them up. The box is a little damaged. It looks pretty awesome. So little history while we open this guy up. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was, of course, a comic book that came out in 1984 and then got turned into a cartoon in 1987, I believe. They did that in order to release the toy line that was approved by the original artists of the comic. Masters of the Universe was a toy line that was released in 1982 by Mattel. And then we got some instructions, fully modular, just like all of the other figures. So we're going to be able to put these limbs on anybody we want, as long as they are Masters of the Universe Origins figures. Anyway, like I was saying, Masters of the Universe was released in 1982 as a toy line by Mattel, and then they had a cartoon in 1983. Originally, they came with these little mini comics like we have right here, and looks like this also. Is this just a card? Oh wow, no mini comic, just a card. All right. So originally, Masters of the Universe figures did come with little mini comics in order to explain the lore, but since Ronald Reagan got rid of some regulations in the early 80s during his presidency, children's shows were suddenly allowed to basically be 30-minute commercials for toy lines. Oh, okay. Need some scissors there. Didn't realize that, so we're going to need some scissors to get this guy out. So King Hiss was actually part of the Snake Man, which was part of one of the final waves of the Masters of the Universe toy line. Most of them actually did not make it. King Hiss was one of the few that actually made it all the way through, that made it to release. Most of the other Snake Men did not. So I believe they only had one wave, and that was in 1987. By 1987, the cartoon had already been replaced by She-Ra, by the She-Ra cartoon. So he's looking pretty awesome. Let's see if we can get him to stand. The great thing about these Origin Motu figures is that they actually come with articulation. The reason why I did not own one as a kid is because of the fact that they did not have articulation. So this guy, we can twist. Looks like he's got some articulation on the shoulders so that he can bring in his arms or extend them. Both of these. It's actually pretty cool. He's got two waists. And then we can take him apart, of course, so that we can give him the look of a foot soldier or a mutated foot soldier. But I believe one of these has to stay there. So there we go. I wonder if it's this one or the longer one. This one's a little longer. No, they're the same. Hopefully I'm not doing that off camera. It's got Aquaman colors there. We've already let the video go past 3 minutes, so we might as well just let it go all the way. So he's got a little shell, just like the original King Hiss did. So the original King Hiss, like I said, he came out, I believe, in 1987. Could have been 1986 as part of the original Snake Men wave. And he had a little bit of a shell like this. And then when the shell was opened, he was just a bunch of snakes underneath. He looked somewhat Egyptian originally. So he had a human face, looking a little bit like a pharaoh. In this case, they made him look like a foot soldier mixed with what they're calling a mutated foot soldier to go with the theme here. And like I said, just like the rest of the Motu Origins line, they are fully modular, so we can swap hands and whatnot. Meaning that we can also swap torsos and feet and hands and heads with any other Motu Origin figures, which is one of the play features that I have really enjoyed, which is also why I keep getting them. But I'm not going to pay $25 for something like this. That is for sure. Alright, so these things keep falling off. And maybe I should have waited to put everything else on. Yes, perhaps I should have. Alright, so let's take this guy off and see if we can do that. No, that looks a little too short, doesn't it? So maybe it's this guy that's supposed to be the top. We're going to do that instead. I mean, there were kind of instructions. Let's see. It's saying to put on the green one. No, that's too short for sure. So we're going to do this guy. Let's put his arms on. Anyway, as I was saying, Masters of the Universe was the first toy line actually allowed to be a 30-minute commercial ever since the Hot Wheels. There we go. Ever since the Hot Wheels show from 1969 was taken off the air because parent groups complained that they did not want their children to be coerced into buying toys because of a cartoon. So toy lines were not allowed to have 30-minute commercials, what we know as a cartoon TV series. There we go. That definitely goes there. And now this guy. And now the foot soldier face. It's almost like it's too bulky. And the little ball joint for the foot soldier head. Everything's in the way. All right, it's in. Okay. Did I miss something? I feel like this goes on the waist probably. Let's see. Sure enough, I missed a step. It's like building a Lego and then you forget. And then you realize you missed a step. All right. This one is the one that has looked the most like an original Ninja Turtles toy line toy. So where's this gonna go? Here. Little skirt. go. This is the first time that the clothing has actually been kind of in the way. But there he is. That's what he looks like as a foot soldier. Let's put this back. Too bad he doesn't come with any weapons. There he is as a foot soldier. Alright, gang, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Worth the $12.99? I mean, I would think so. I'm gonna definitely have some fun with these guys because these are gonna be able to go on anybody's body. Same goes for this. That head is gonna be able to go on anybody's body. And same goes for this, and same goes for this second kind of shorter torso. So far so good. A fun figure. Very reminiscent of the original foot soldiers. And also very reminiscent, of course, of the original Masters of the Universe figures. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. And as usual, if you like the video, hit a like. And if you like the content, subscribe. Thanks for watching, gang.